So, finally, we have received news that Tori is getting a rework. It seems like this day would have never come because Foyu just never reworks fruits or never reworks things once they've actually released. The only thing we've ever gotten really reworked is Festival Lance, which got reworked because people saw its showcase and they didn't like it. So it was never even implemented into the game and then got reworked. But this finally is getting a rework because Tori has always been in a really weird spot. Even now they've tried to fix it, but it's just never worked. When it first came out, you could literally just run and heal and that was it. And then they made its healing, I think, worse, but people were like, oh, now it's useless, now it's trash. Like, no, you could still run and heal if you just like ran a devil fruit build, because what they did was how people used to initially use Tori was they would just get enough to heal in the fruit. That way you could literally just heal with it, because no matter how much you had in devil fruit, all the healing was the same. Then they made it so the healing scales off of how much you have in devil fruit, which was a pretty good balance change, but it just made people run devil fruit heavy builds, and sure, their damage output wasn't as good, but they couldn't die, so it didn't really matter what their damage output was. Yeah, so we ended up having to deal with that. There's still a lot of questionable things. I mean, the problem still occurs where people can just run and heal with Tori, but there's like half form and full form have no difference, and there's no reason for half form to really exist at all. Talons is a borderline like useless skill. Sure, its burn heals you, but its damage scaling isn't great, and it doesn't hit through hockey, making the skill almost useless. Phoenix Burst when in half form is useless. Phoenix Burst is its only truly like reliable skill, because again, its ult is decent, but you need an ult bar to use it, so that is very annoying. But how we know that Tori is genuinely getting a rework is, well, the first image is Benir saying nothing is confirmed yet, but I'm curious on what people want right now. 1, more boats like the cool ones. 2, a Tori rework. 3, race forms like Sulong, Fishman thingy, etc. And then 4, being more fighting styles. Now, personally, I wouldn't want a Tori rework with all of these options being given to me, but I mean, I'll take it. It's better than more boats. To be honest, I would take a Tori rework over more boats, but I would much rather have something interesting like race forms. But yeah, Tori rework won by a landslide, almost double second place having well, when I screenshotted this, having 9,000, and then this one having 18,000. So yeah, Tori rework definitely was picked among the player base. Now, how we know that Tori is going to be getting a rework is Benir said, when I redo Phoenix, I will remove the glasses up, like, and then he did a poll, and then due to popular demand, and people also, like 10 times more people wanted to remove the glasses in comparison to keep them. So yeah, personally, I think I like the glasses because I'm pretty sure in the anime Marco had the glasses on his Phoenix, so I personally liked it. I thought it just made it true to the anime. It fit, it worked, all of that. But I mean, hey, if people don't want it, people don't want it, I guess. But yes, so there are also other things people complained about. So it's not just the kit that people weren't fond of, it was the actual model for the Phoenix, which I was shocked by. I thought it looked very cool, but people are mad that it is a still like thing, and it's supposed to be a bird covered in flames, and flames aren't really still. So why they did that, people don't really know. And when it got pointed out, I actually did realize it, because it didn't make sense for the Tori model to be like that. It kind of made it look a little like plasticky, if that makes sense, when it's supposed to obviously have the similar texture of a flame. So yeah, I don't know if we've received any information on what this rework will be like. If what I know of, it, like, we're just completely in the dark. They'll probably rework the healing on how it works, probably only let you heal a certain amount, or just reduce its healing by a lot, making it like actually like mediocre and not something you can literally just rely on. They'll either scrap half form, or they will actually give half form a purpose. Personally, I don't mind if half form gets scrapped. I thought it was really cool at first, but the more I look at it, I'm just like, I don't care about half form enough. Unless they can the reason I say that is just I don't think there's going to be an easy way to implement something. Like give Phoenix a skill it can only be done in half form seems cool, but it would just be really annoying because half form has a wind up to enter, so it would be like you lose all combo ability with that skill automatically. I mean, unless they made that skill just like a solid combo starting guard break, then that would be balanced. Now that I think about it, like you have to enter half form to do the skill, but half form has a wind up, so you just make it a guard break that's a solid combo starter. Maybe it's like easily dodged or something for balancing reasons, but make it fairly easy skill to use because of, you know, not being able to use it mid combo, not being able to combo into it, strictly being able to combo out of it. Or yeah, so that's just something I was thinking, but I don't know if they're going to keep Phoenix Burst. I feel like that's the only solid thing that Tori really had, either that or Starburst Stream, because I feel like Phoenix Burst is very annoying with setup skills. Like what I mean by setup skills is like stun based skills, like Water Prison with Fishman Karate, or I feel like if you got a Love Burst off, you could get a guaranteed Phoenix Burst, and Phoenix Burst does a lot of damage, so that isn't really something that's good or balanced. But it's just that I think I could see Phoenix Burst honestly being changed. The only thing that I think is perfect about the fruit is the ult. I think the ult is very balanced, having a wind up based system, increasing the damage. It misses sometimes, which I think could be fixed, but other than that, I think it works well. It gets the job done, and it like if it ain't broke, don't fix it or deal. But Phoenix Burst, I feel, could definitely use some balancing changes with how it works, especially with some certain metas. Actually, I think those metas might have been changed a while back. But yeah, it's just Phoenix Burst does a lot of damage, and considering the fact that it heals you, maybe what they could do, now that I think about it, is decrease the amount you gain from generally healing, but increase the amount that you gain whenever you heal from burn damage you inflict onto other people. Because if you don't know, the burn damage you do with Tori heals you, and that burn damage will scale off of your Devil Fruit. So if you just increase that and decrease the amount of normal like healing, then I think that's a fairly balanced way of treating it, making it so you need actual skill, and like you need to get off your skills, and you need to inflict damage to actually heal. Sort of like similar to a lifesteal mechanic, but it wouldn't technically be a lifesteal mechanic because actually no, it is technically a lifesteal mechanic because you're literally taking HP and gaining at the same exact time. So it is a lifesteal mechanic. So yeah, that would just be something that you could rely on a little bit more, because right now it just feels like that burn damage you're getting is more of like a cherry on top to what you're doing, and it doesn't really feel like it's actually something you can rely on, if that makes sense. It's like it's nice to get that little bit of HP, and maybe you could like clutch up a really close match with that HP, but it's not going to decide anything, which is a little annoying. I would like if it kind of would help you out a little bit more. I'm not saying it should make or break every single fight. I'm just saying that it should help you a little bit more, and not just in clutch scenarios. I think that's very dumb. But yeah, I think that's all we know on the Tori rework. I'm very excited to see what they do with the model. I'm very excited to see what they do with the skills. As a person who loved Tori and had Tori as a fruit for so long, and I like my YouTube channel started off with me having Tori, I believe, or I got Tori very early into my YouTube channel, and I really like used Tori a whole lot. I made a lot of videos on Tori, a lot of different builds, a lot of different things just based around it. It was my favorite fruit for a long time. So I am very excited to see what they do. I hope they don't mess it up. Again, I don't think they can. Well, they definitely could, but I just don't see them messing it up that bad. So I'm just super excited. Anyway, that's all I have to say for the Tori rework and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed, just in case you didn't know, but I'm sure you've heard by this point. A lot of people have made videos on it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.